Your brain was programmed to stay broke. And no, that's not a metaphor. There is a mechanism inside your mind that works every single day to make you spend more, save less, and make financial decisions that seem smart in the moment, but keep you stuck exactly where you are. The scary part? You're probably following that program without even realizing it. And if you understand how it works, you'll uncover one of the biggest secrets behind the difference between people who build wealth and people who spend their lives chasing it. But there's one almost invisible detail that makes this even more dangerous. And once you discover it, you'll never look at money the same way again. Imagine two people. They earn exactly the same salary. They live in the same city. They have similar opportunities. 10 years later, one has built wealth. The other is still struggling. What happened? Most people say discipline. Others say luck. But research on human behavior reveals something much deeper. The difference usually starts long before the first investment is ever made. It starts inside the brain. Because your brain was not designed to make you rich. It was designed to keep you alive. And that difference changes everything. For most of human history, our ancestors didn't need to think about retirement. They didn't need to invest. They didn't need to plan 30 years ahead. Their challenge was different. Survive until tomorrow. Find food. Avoid danger. Secure immediate resources. And that's exactly where the first major problem begins. Your brain values immediate rewards far more than future rewards. That's why buying something right now feels exciting. And saving money for 10 years from now feels boring. But wait. There's a famous experiment that reveals something fascinating. And it explains why so many people know exactly what they should do, but never do it. Imagine I offer you two choices. Receive $100 right now. Or receive $150 1 month from now. The logical choice seems obvious. Yet a huge number of people choose the money immediately. Even though they know they'll get less. Why? Because the brain treats the present like an emergency. And the future like a possibility. Emotionally, your brain believes that now matters more. Even when rationally it knows it doesn't. And that creates a devastating consequence. Small financial mistakes start to feel perfectly reasonable. The payment fits your budget. The purchase makes you happy. The deal seems too good to miss. The problem is that every individual decision feels small. But together, they build a trap. And there's a perfect analogy to understand this. Imagine a boat. A single drop of water entering it won't sink it. Neither will 2 drops. Or 1,000. But eventually, the boat goes under. Not because of one huge decision. But because of countless small decisions that seemed harmless. Now here's an uncomfortable question. How many times have you told yourself, "I deserve this"? That phrase sounds positive. But it can hide one of the most expensive mental traps in life. Because the brain loves to justify rewards. After a hard day. After a stressful week. After an achievement. After a disappointment. Any reason will do. And then something interesting happens. You're no longer buying because you need something. You're buying to regulate your emotions. And when money becomes emotional pain relief, math stops mattering. But there's another program running behind the scenes. And it's directly connected to social media. Think about it. A few decades ago, you compared yourself to a small group of people. Today, you compare your life to hundreds of people every day. Cars. Vacations. Houses. Watches. Restaurants. Success. Bodies. Achievements. Your brain receives a constant stream of signals saying, "You're falling behind." Even when you're not. And here's the trap. The brain hates feeling like it belongs to the lower status group. So it tries to compensate. Often through spending. Not to improve life, but to improve the appearance of life. And that explains something strange. The more some people try to look rich, the harder it becomes to actually become rich. Because wealth and the appearance of wealth are completely different things. One purchase increases appearances, the other increases net worth. And most of the time, they compete with each other. But there's an even more dangerous mechanism. Possibly the most dangerous of all. Your brain adapts. Quickly. Very quickly. Remember that purchase that felt life-changing? That new phone. That car. That vacation. That achievement. How long did the excitement last? Days? Weeks? Maybe months? Then it became normal. And suddenly, a new desire appeared. A new goal. A new craving. This phenomenon has a name. Hedonic adaptation. But don't worry about the term. What matters is the effect. Your brain turns extraordinary achievements into ordinary reality. And then it demands more. And more. And more. It's like running on a treadmill. You keep moving. But it feels like you never arrive. Now we arrive at the most important revelation of this video. Most people believe their financial problems come from a lack of information. They don't. Today, almost everyone knows they should spend less than they earn. Invest. Avoid unnecessary debt. Build assets. The information is everywhere. The real problem is that a war is taking place inside your mind. On one side is your primitive brain, seeking immediate pleasure, status, comfort, fast rewards. On the other side is your future self, trying to build freedom, security, independence. And whichever side wins that war determines the financial outcome of an entire lifetime. That's why intelligent people make incredibly bad financial decisions. It's not a lack of intelligence. It's a biological conflict. But here's the good news. You don't need to win this war through willpower. Because willpower eventually fails. The secret is changing the environment. People who build wealth rarely rely solely on self-control. They create systems. They automate investing. They reduce temptation. They remove impulsive decisions. They turn positive financial behaviors into defaults. In other words, they don't try to defeat the brain. They learn how to program it. And that changes everything. Because once you understand that your brain was built for survival rather than wealth, something powerful happens. You stop fighting yourself. And start building systems that work in your favor. At that point, money stops being only a mathematical issue. And becomes a psychological one. The person who controls their mind controls their habits. The person who controls their habits controls their decisions. And the person who controls their decisions controls their financial future. Maybe the biggest mistake is believing that the battle for money happens in your wallet. It doesn't. It happens in your mind. And most people lose without ever realizing they were playing. Now that you understand the game, the question is simple. Will you keep running the program that was installed in your brain? Or will you start writing a new one? If this video changed the way you think about money, watch the next video on this channel about the hidden mental habits that keep ordinary people from building wealth. You'll discover how seemingly normal behaviors may be silently destroying your financial future. And if any part of this video made you recognize yourself, hit the like button so more people can learn this. Leave a comment telling us which mental trap surprised you the most, and subscribe for more insights into how your mind influences every financial decision you make.